The umpires for this afternoon's game. Behind the plate, Green Wall. At first base, Brian Burke. And at third base, Harry Crane. We encourage good sportsmanship by each of you in attendance. Please show respect for the coaches, umpires, athletes, and other fans in attendance today. By so doing,
Mid-Utah Radio presents High School Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Baseball is what gets inside you. It's what lights you up. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
This broadcast is powered by Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, Barrett's Food Town, Mason Machinery, the Jorgensen Automotive Group, DP Curtis Trucking, Bar W Beef, Sunrise Engineering, San Pete Steel, Farmers Insurance Agents Dan and Gabe Cranny, Manti Family Dental, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Intermountain Power, Gunnison Valley Hospital, Clearsight Glass Solutions, and Barney Trucking.
I know it's gotta be that can't eat, can't sleep, reach for the stars, over the fence, World Series kind of stuff, right?
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of high school baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back once again to Lindquist Field in Ogden. Robert Lovell with you alongside Corey Sorensen on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports as we get ready for our second game of the day. And we're on we're on the air over an hour later than we anticipated being, but the game will be starting about an hour and 10 minutes after it was scheduled to start here after the marathon, Game 1.
Yeah, almost feels like we've already done two games already today, but we're only getting to the second game now.
Yeah, Carbon won Game 1, 26-13 over Logan. And Carbon was the visiting team in that one, and Logan would do just enough to keep from getting run ruled. And anyways, it ended up being a 7-inning game that went 39 runs. So 26-13 was the final in that one. And as the coaches' meeting has happened at the plate now here between Manti and Canyon View. And this is a rematch of Monday's game, and that one was the best game of the day on Monday. Certainly one of the best games of the week so far was Manti-Canyon View. Canyon View prevailing in that one 1-0 over Manti. And this one, is as a result, is kind of the rubber match. Coach Ty Hill from Manti reminded me that Manti beat Canyon View earlier this year down in St. George by 1 run. Now Canyon View returned the favor on Monday by 1 run. And so now we'll see who ultimately wins this series this season.
Yeah, obviously they've been played each other tough. These are tough games. And these kids are ready to play. Look at their Canyon View. They're excited to get out on the field.
They've been waiting for an hour.
Yeah, after watching a long game that was previous to them. But yeah, this is going to be a good matchup here.
So let's go ahead and go to the starting lineups here in this one. We'll start with the visiting Manti Templars and Corey Sorensen.
Hitting first, the second baseman, number 6, is Stephen Robbins. Hitting second, the shortstop, number 10, Spencer Robbins. Hitting third, 00, and play Zach Blackham. Hitting fourth, the DH is number 18, Carter Kiesel. Hitting fifth, the catcher, number 24, Adam Andresen. Hitting sixth, the first baseman, number 3, is Kellen Lund. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Dirk Larson. Hitting eighth is number 2, Porter Daniels, playing right field. And hitting ninth is the center fielder, number 20, Boston Hatch. And Russell Squire will start pitching for the Templars.
And they are once again coached by first-year head coach Ty Hill. And now for the Canyon View Falcons, the home team in this one. They won the coin toss last night, did Canyon View, to get to be the home team here. And they'll be led off by the center fielder, number 22, Jeter Sanders, hitting out of the 2-hole. The right fielder, number 7, Cannon Williams. Batting third, the first baseman, number 11, Zach Main. The cleanup hitter is the shortstop, number 10, Preston Higgins. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 29, Noah Sandoval. Out of the 6-hole is the third baseman, number 8, Jack Merrill. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 6, Owen Williams. Batting eighth is the left fielder, number 16, Gage Miller. And rounding out the batting order is the designated hitter, number 12, Hunter Johns. And Jackson Black, wearing number 4, is the pitcher today for the Canyon View Falcons. He will face the top of the Manti order, Stephen Robbins, Spencer Robbins, and Zach Blackham. The first pitch to Stephen Robbins, missed in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch stays low and in for ball 2 and a 2-0 count. Talking to the coaches today and getting their thoughts. Both of them referenced, of course, it's a hitter's day here at the ballpark. The pressure in the air has allowed for the ball to come off the bat hotter as Robbins swings and misses for strike 1. But then the wind adding to that fact. And so through the first 2 days, we only saw one home run, and it was a hard hit ball off the bat of Peyton Cummings for Grantsville. We saw 2 home runs in the first game today by Carbon, Logan Bennett, and Jackson Bozzoni, both hitting one over the wall.
Yeah, they were hard hit balls, but definitely the weather helping.
3-1 hitters count now to Stephen Robbins. The pitch from Black in the dirt for ball 4. So the leadoff batter is on for Manti as Stephen Robbins heads down to first base.
And if you're Manti, you're starting exactly how you want to. You get your leadoff runner on.
So that'll bring Spencer Robbins to the plate now for the Templars. You know, talking to Coach Jacobs, and you can tell he's a little frustrated. They've played 2 games and have scored 2 runs. They won one of those games 1-0, but then lost last night 8-1 to Union. And he's like, we've got to hit. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He said, we're pitching fine, we're fielding fine. We have to hit the baseball today. And he said, because Manti's going to hit in this. They're going to hit, and he's planning on that. He said he's thrown a pitcher that's a pitch-to-contact guy in Jackson Black, but they've got to hit the ball. Robbins takes off on a low pitch, and Sandoval drops the baseball at home. So taking second base is Stephen Robbins. Moves into scoring position, and it is now a 2-0 count, hitters count for Spencer Robbins.
Yeah, and I like what Coach Jacobson said. You just got to get your bats going, and we know that there's some kids in this lineup that can really hit the ball, but you just got to get them going right now at a real crucial time of the state tournament. This is a winner go home game.
Yeah, elimination game. Winner moves on to play Union at 7 o'clock tonight. Might be more like 7:30.
I talked to one of the Union coach. He says, I plan on 8:30.
But you look at this game here, and Coach Jacobson said, it might be whoever gets 10 or 12 hits that wins this game. He's planning on it being more of a hitting game than they played on Monday. Breaking ball for strike 1 on the outside edge to Spencer Robbins, now a 2-1 count. The runner on second for Manti. The pitch from Black. Another breaking ball swung on. Fly ball into right center field and drops it in front of Cannon Williams. He dove for it, and that will get over his head on the ball on the bounce. Stephen Robbins will come in to score. It's an RBI double for Spencer Robbins.
Well, and Manti gets on the board first. Hard hit ball into right field. And Cannon Williams decides to dive for that. Jeter Sanders doing a great job backing that up. And that's the chances you take on a dive. When you dive for a ball, you give up an extra base if you don't get it.
So the Templars strike first here with an RBI double off the bat of Spencer Robbins. 1-0 Manti. First pitch to Zach Blackham misses low and away for ball 1. The Manti dugout, it's going early.
I don't know, they sound like
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Is that what they're trying to do?
I assume so. That's what they sound like. All the birds.
Yeah.
Saying mine.
Yeah.
Zach Blackham fouls off a hard ground ball to the third baseline for strike 1, so a 1-1 count. And the other thing that Coach Jacobson said, he's like, we've got to find a way to keep Blackham and Lund in the yard. He knows they're going to pull it. He knows they're going to hit it hard. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Blackham in a 1-2 count.
That's the way you do it. You throw it past him.
That's right. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then for him for Canyonville on the other side, hitting wise, he said it's the top has to do better. Like the top has to set the tone today, hitting for Canyon View. The 1-2 pitch, curveball, misses up and in for ball 2. Jackson Black wanted it, didn't get it.
Hitting is contagious, though. It really is. You get a couple guys on, and it really just kind of lightens the mood and frees up the hitters following those who have hit in front of them.
It's such a mental game. The 2-2 just misses. Sandoval did a good job trying to frame that one. Misses out for ball 3. Full count.
Yeah, Black not missing far, but he's just missing enough.
So counts full here to Zach Blackham from Jackson Black. Runner at second is Spencer Robbins. 1-0 Manti here in the top of the first. Payoff pitch, swung on. Fly ball into center field. Coming in on a run is Sanders, and that drops in for a base hit. Robbins had to hold at second. We're not sure if it was going to be caught, but it'll be a single for Blackham, and runners at first and second now for the Templars.
Yeah, great center fielder right there, and Jeter Sanders, he's coming in hard. He's got a lot of speed. So Robbins, he didn't even get off the bag. He just basically stayed right on it as Sanders coming in towards him.
That'll bring Carter Kiesel to the plate now for Manti.
The other side of the hitting is, for both these teams, you're wanting your pitchers to go deep into this game and to use as little as pitching as you have to as you're trying to move on to the next game.
Black out of the stretch. First pitch to Kiesel. This is up for ball one. Black checks the runner. 1-0 pitch. Stays up for ball two, and he's not happy with himself on that one. 2 balls, no strikes as he looks towards the Canyon View dugout. He's got that sleeve on his right arm. He's having to keep adjusting it. Black sets the 2-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike one on the outside edge.
There
2
he
balls,
goes.
1 strike.
Finds a strike zone there on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch.
Spencer Robbins at second. Zach Blackham at first here for the Templars. No outs, 1 run across. Top of the first inning. Robbins takes off. Pitch is swung on. Fly ball into right. Robbins has to sprint back to second as Cannon Williams comes on to make the play for out number 1. So an F9 for Kiesel. Fly out to right for the first out of the inning.
Coach Ty Hill said, hey, got to get back. And he was taking off on the pitch right there. Was Robbins.
Brings Adam Andresen to the plate now for Manti. Gets the sign, the call from Coach Ty Hill.
Yeah, the call.
They've pulled the third baseman way off the bag, Jack Merrill. They'll square to bunt, drop it on the third base side. Merrill charging, fills it. The throw to first is going to go off of Andresen down the right field line. Robbins will come in to score. Going first to third on the play is Zach Blackham.
That was going to be a really close play right there, but it looked like it did hit Andresen in the arm. But let's look at the replay here and see if it did.
They end up ruling that one an error. Yeah, I think it hit him. So they rule out an error on the throw. Robbins comes in to score on that error. 2-0 Manti. Runners on the corners. Blackham goes first to third on the play. And Andresen has the speed-up runner at first. Let's see, that speed-up runner is, I think it's Cooper Lund. Yes, it is. First pitch misses to Kellen Lund, blown away for ball one. The wind right now blowing out to left field. It's kind of been shifting from out straight out to center to straight out to left.
And at times it feels like it's just literally been swirling.
Next pitch misses off the plate outside for ball two, 2-0 count. Manti dugout, it's loud right now.
Yeah, they're bringing some excitement, but they've got some things to be excited about with the runners on the corners right now and a 2-run lead.
Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not in time as he dives in safely. That was a well-executed play right there for Canyon View.
Holy cow, that's the best we've seen. Second baseman coming in, he can see that the runner's not going home, so he just lets that go through and shortstop take it. And that's a close play.
Yeah, well, really well executed. So many teams just cut that off and don't risk anything happening at second base.
Or just give it up and don't even do anything.
And now Kellen Lund gets hit by the pitch. So he heads to first base.
And
Bases are loaded for Manti, and Coach Jacobson's out of the dugout.
Manti does their cheer. What do we love? Free bases.
So Coach Jacobson coming out to the mound.
Yeah, this is not the start that Coach Jacobson was hoping for. We've got an error in this inning, a hit batter, and just trying to get things figured out there. And now he's got bases loaded with only 1 out.
Yeah, just the one. Well, he said enough. He'll head back to the dugout. I think part of maybe his concern, too, is Jackson Black showing some frustration on the mound right there and trying to settle him in, too.
Right, you got to remember, this There's 7 innings in the game.
Yep.
Nobody wins a game in the first inning.
They're pulling in the outfield now with Dirk Larson at the plate. First pitch, called strike one at the low part of the zone.
And Coach Jacobson didn't send out his pitching coach. He went out himself in that one. Wanted to talk to Jackson Black and his infielders.
0-1 pitch, swung on, popped to the right side. That'll stay in the infield. Owen Williams is there to make the play at second base for out number 2. So a P4 for Larson. Pop up to the second baseman for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and obviously I didn't notice they called him. That should have been called the infield fly.
Correct. So that will bring the 8th batter of the inning, Porter Daniels, to the plate now for Manti with the bases loaded, 2 runs across and 2 outs. Black out of the windup. First pitch, swung on, ground ball back in the middle, off the mound. Higgins picks it up and steps on the bag for out number 3. So Daniels hits into the fielder's choice to end the inning as they get Kellen Lund at second base. But the Templars strike first. They get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 2 hits in the inning. 1 error committed by the Falcons in the process, and 2 runners left on base through 1/2 inning of play. It's Manti 2, Canyon View 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe continues to offer great deals on shed, carport, and garage packages. You buy it and they will come and install it for you. This will be the easiest and best deal you will ever make. Alvey Lumber has lots of different types, sizes, and colors of shed, carport, and garage packages to fit your needs. For a free price quote and more information, stop by or call Alvey Lumber in Manti or Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at Lindquist Field in Ogden as we go to the bottom of the first inning in a 2-0 ball game. Manti with the early lead over Canyon View. But the first opportunity now for Canyon View. And they've switched up their order a little bit here coming into this third day of the state tournament after struggling at the plate the last 2 days, despite getting a win in that process. It will still be Jeter Sanders that leads it off. He will be followed by Cannon Williams, who moves up from the cleanup spot to number 2. Zach Main drops a spot to number 3, and then Preston Higgins now hits at number 4 in the order. So that's the 3 batters plus 1 if they get to him here in the first inning. And a quick 2-0 count to Jeter Sanders from Russell Squire on the mound for Manti.
Coach Jacobson, he's just trying to find the recipe right here for some hits.
2-0 pitch. That one goes behind for ball 3, and Squire trying to find the zone early.
Somebody put some butter on that ball. He doesn't want that one back. I'll tell you, Jackson Black getting out of that inning with just allowing 2 runs, you almost consider that a win.
Yeah. And pitch 4 misses up for ball 4. So a 4-pitch base on balls issued to Jeter Sanders. So Manti had their first batter reach base on a walk, and now Canyon View with the answer on the other end of the inning.
Yeah, they say we'll match you. One right there.
So it brings Cannon Williams to the plate. Again, hitting out of the 2-hole today instead of the cleanup spot where he had been the last 2 days. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
He looks like more of a hitting the second spot of the lineup than a 4-hitter.
Yeah, the body type of hitting he does.
You wonder how you know, these teams being here, ready to play. I'll go ahead and let you call that pitch.
Called strike one in the low part of the zone. Good spot from Squire.
But you just wonder how them having to be here at the ballpark for such a long time, how that affected, especially these pitchers mentally. But now you got Gransfield's here at the park now.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. And he ends up fouling that one off, does Cannon Williams. Not sure what that hit.
I think it hit his hand as he's trying to swing.
Ends up going down to strike two.
Yeah, if you offer to pitch and it hits you, it's still a strike.
Yeah. So 1-2 count to Williams. The pitch from Squire. Sanders takes off. Pitch misses high. Throw into second is high, and Sanders slides in underneath with the stolen base.
Hard throw right there by Andresen, but just sailed on him a little bit. If he gets that ball down, that's going to be a really close play.
So a 2-2 count now to Williams. Squire sets. Next pitch in the dirt. Good block by Andresen on ball 3 and a full count.
So we see Canyon View counter back exactly how Manti did. They get a runner on a walk, and then they steal him.
Yeah. Squire comes set. Here's the payoff pitch to Williams. Get a miss outside and goes behind Andresen as Andresen missed it. Moving up on the pass ball is Sanders. So runners on the corners now here for the Falcons with no outs after back-to-back walks issued by Russell Squire.
I wonder if Andresen just took his eye off that ball. It wasn't a ball in the dirt.
Brings Zach Main to the plate. This is the guy, of course, that Coach Jacobson is waiting to break out here at the state tournament, and moving him down to that third spot in the order gives him a chance right here to maybe drive in some runs, and we'll see what he can do as he has runners in the corners here with no outs.
Yeah, and the coach obviously has a lot of confidence in Maine, knows what his abilities are. He just needs him to pull through for his team. But one hit, that's all it takes to change that, to change your approach at the plate.
Main stands it on the right side. Time will be called.
They're going to plate.
Move the umpires. Clean off the plate to give them time to get moved. Some confusion sometimes for some of the umpires of knowing which first or third base umpire is supposed to be in the middle infield. Here's the first pitch to Maine. Misses up and in for ball one.
Squire just having a hard time finding the strike zone.
Maine's going to square to bunt. Pulls it back. Watches strike one go by on the inside edge for a 1-1 count.
Blackham came charging right there, but I don't think Maine had any intentions of bunting that. He's just trying to throw Squire off.
Runners on the corners. The 1-1 pitch. Misses up for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Zach Maine.
Pitcher's got to take Willie's approach, like you said last night. If somebody squares out to bunt, that's just giving you a target.
Two-one. Swung on. Ground ball back in the middle. Goes off of Squire. He's running to pick it up. The flip to first is in time. Great play by Russell Squire for out number 1, but Zach Maine drives in a run on the RBI. Ground out. 1 out now in the inning.
Hard hit ball right there by Zach Maine up the middle, but man, Squire did a great job and quick as a cat getting off that mound.
Coach Ty Hill wants to come check on his pitcher as that hit him.
Hit him, yeah, hit him. That was a hard hit ground ball going right up the middle.
Comes off of him. That was a heck of a play by Squire to get to that ball and able to flip it to beat Maine.
That was a really good play right there.
RBI ground out, though, for Maine as Sanders comes in to score on the play. Moving to second is Cannon Williams.
And if Squire doesn't get an arm on that, that's going out into center field.
Yeah.
So giving up the body to get an out and keep her runner at second instead of going to third.
Preston Higgins stands on the right side now for the Falcons. Ground ball down the first baseline, gets into right field. That will score Williams to tie the game. Higgins is on his way to second. Daniels gets it up and in from right field. And it's an RBI double for Preston Higgins to tie the game here in the bottom of the first inning.
First pitch swinging right there was Higgins after Squires had a hard time finding the strike zone, but he saw a pitch he liked, drives it out to right field, gets a double, and scores a run.
So that brings Noah Sandoval to the plate now for Canyon View with 1 on, 1 out, 2 runs across in a tie ball game. And Coach Ty Hill going to send some bullpen work down the right field line. First pitch from Squire. Bottom part of the zone for strike 1 to Sandoval.
Neither team wanting to let things get out of hand.
Right.
They want to keep this a close game.
Down there getting loose. Greg Powell.
Oh,
and that's going to hit him in the
man.
helmet.
Wow.
Sandoval goes down on that one. He's a little bit slow to come up after taking the hit in the head. But shakes it off and heads down to first base.
That hit him. That just squared him up right above the ear hole.
They will bring in a speed-up runner for the catcher, Sandoval, and that will be Case Brown who comes into the game. 2 pitchers warming up right now for Manti, so it's Greg Powell down there, and then also getting warm. Let's see if I can...
Number 5, which one are you?
No, number 11. I'm trying to find...
11.
I don't see an 11 on that roster. I'll pull it up on my other one that I have. Number 11 is Maddox Holder. Often wears number 31, but he's 11 today. Runners at first and second, 1 out. At the plate, Jack Merrill. Breaking ball misses up for ball 1. Winner of this game will play Union tonight.
Got the umpires doing their rotation right there.
The 1-0 pitch from Squire. Swung on, fly ball down the left field line, and that one is fair, just inside the line. And it bounces off the wall. Higgins will come in to score. Brown gets the stop sign. It's an RBI double for Jack Merrill, and Canyon View goes in front.
That was a great hit by the left-handed hitting Merrill. Just slices that down, keeps it in the lines, gets him a double. Canyon View takes the lead.
3-2 your score. Still just 1 out with 2 in scoring position here for the Falcons, and Owen Williams coming to the plate.
Now you see Canyon View's dugout there. A lot of excitement there. We saw that in the bottom or the top half of the inning with Manti, and now Canyon View counters back.
Squire shakes out the pitch, takes the next one. First pitch to Williams. Just a bit up for ball 1. Coach Hill wanted that one. The 1-0. Up and away for ball 2. Hitters count now for Williams. 7th batter of the inning here for Canyon View with a 3-2 lead. 1 out and still 2 on base.
Canyon View doing a good job making Squire pay. He's walked a couple, hit a batter, and they've made him pay for those free bases.
Yes, they have. That one misses outside for ball 3 and a 3-0 count now to Williams.
I'm a little bit old school. I like what Squire's doing right here, going back to the windup with runners at second and third.
3-0 pitch. Stays up for ball 4, and that will load them up for the Falcons. Coach Hill leaning out of the dugout. See if he's going to make a move here. Surveys it. Base is loaded for Canyon View. As it brings it Gage Miller to the plate. 1 out, 3 runs across. First pitch from Squire. That one's in there at the top of the zone for a called strike 1.
7 hitters. This is the 8th hitter coming to the plate, but of the seven previous, we have 4 of them reaching either on a walk or being hit.
The 0-1 pitch, and the dirt outside gets through the legs of Andresen. Squire trying to cover and sliding in safely as Brown. It's a 4-2 Canyon View as he comes in to score on the wild pitch. Merrill moves to third. Williams moves to second. 1-1 count now to Gage Miller. That opens up first base, takes the force off, and that as a result, Manti will bring the infield in on the grass. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Anti-crowd trying to get Russell Squire dialed in. Manti going to shift their outfield towards left. Next pitch, misses up for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Miller. Still just 1 out in the inning. The 2-2 pitch from Squire. On the outside edge for a called strike 3, and Miller will go down looking for the second out of the inning. First strike out of the game for Russell Squire.
That's a big out right there for Squire to get him on that strikeout. Now you're going to pull your infielders back, play for the force at first.
Brings the 9th batter of the inning. Hunter Johns the plate now for Canyon View. He'll stand in on the left side. First pitch from Squire. That one's low for ball 1. Johns the DH for the Falcons. Squire continues out of the windup. Swung on and a foul tip for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Manti's now brought everybody in from the bullpen.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And a 1-2 count. 4 runs across in the inning for Canyon View. They've got runners at second and third here, leading Manti 4-2. Here's the pitch from Squire. Swung on. Fly ball into left. Larson going back, turns to his right, and makes the play for out number 3. So an F7 for Johns for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Falcons hit through the order. They get 4 runs. They do so on just 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by the Templars, and 2 runners left on base through 1 inning of play. It is Canyon View 4, Manti 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jason Morrell, manager at Cache Valley Bank in Nephi, Utah. Now is a great time to think about your financial goals, and Cache Valley Bank can help. Maybe you need a loan to update your home, purchase a vehicle, or expand your business or farm. Or maybe you just need a place to keep your funds safe and secure without all the fees. We've got you covered. We are located throughout Utah. Come by and let us help. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the home of the Ogden Raptors, Lindquist Field, as we go to the top of the second inning in a 2-run ball game, 4-2. Canyon View with the early lead here over Manti. Manti brings the 9-1 and 2 batters to play this inning. Boston Hatch, Stephen Robbins, and Spencer Robbins. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Zach Blackham. First pitch misses up for ball 1 to Hatch.
Maybe not the first inning we expected out of these 2 teams.
We talked about it. It's a hitter's day here at Lindquist Field.
It is. Even that last hit right there by Johns, man, it just kept going.
That one missed low for ball 2. But the free base is given up by Manti was a factor there. Chopper over the head of Black. Williams bobbles it at second. Throw to first is not in time as Boston Hatch reaches base.
Interested to see if they call this, if they call it an error hit.
They gave it a hit, it looks like.
Yeah, that kind of took a kind of a hard bounce, came up right into the chest of the second baseman. Owen Williams.
So an infield single for Boston Hatch turns the lineup over with a runner on and no outs for Manti. Stephen Robbins at the plate for the Templars. First pitch swinging, fly ball into center field. Sanders going back, settles underneath it and makes the play for out number one. So an F8 for Robbins. Fly out to center field for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Spencer Robbins to the plate now for Manti.
Had one of the Manti mothers just say, hey, line drives. Might have been his mother.
Might have been.
She knows what she's talking about.
He's in on the right side. First pitch, breaking ball. Drops in for strike one.
Good looking breaking ball right there by Black.
Both coaches, of course, talked about the need to throw strikes. 0-1 pitch is swung on high, fly ball. In a shallow center field, Sanders coming in, Higgins going out. Sanders calls him off and makes the play for out number two. So an F8 for Spencer Robbins for the second out of the inning.
Sanders doing exactly what he should do. He should be calling that shortstop off, taking that ball if he can get to it.
So it brings Zach Blackham to the plate. Jackson Black trying to get out of the inning with just the one hit.
So that first inning, Manti gets ahead early. Canyon View comes to the plate and says, I'll take your two and I'll raise you two.
Top of the zone called strike one there for Blackham from Black. 0-1 count.
Yeah, and Black, he's settling in this inning.
Yes. And it helps when you can see you've got the run support behind you.
Absolutely.
0-1 pitch right down the middle for strike two.
Yeah, and really, other than a kind of crazy high hop right there, he could be out this inning already with a ground ball and two fly outs.
Yeah. Hatch takes a lead at first with 2 outs. Black sets the 0-2 pitch. On the outside edge for a called strike three, and Zach Blackham will go down looking for the third out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Jackson Black. After a leadoff infield single, he sets him down in order. No runs on 1 hit, no errors committed by the Falcons, and 1 runner left on base through 1.5 innings of play. It is Canyon View 4, Manti 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Hi, this is Jason Morrell, manager at Cache Valley Bank in Nephi, Utah. Now is a great time to think about your financial goals, and Cache Valley Bank can help. Maybe you need a loan to update your home, purchase a vehicle, or expand your business or farm. Or maybe you just need a place to keep your funds safe and secure without all the fees. We've got you covered. We are located throughout Utah. Come by and let us help. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Canyon View leading Manti 4-2 here in the 3A Baseball State Tournament. 1-loss bracket play semifinal. Loser has their season come to an end. Winner moves on to play Union at 7 o'clock tonight. Top of the order coming to the plate for Canyon View after batting through the order in the first inning. Jeter Sanders fouls off the first pitch for strike one down the right field line. He'll be followed by Cannon Williams, then Zach Main. If they get to the fourth batter, the cleanup hitter is Preston Higgins. Russell Squire on the mound for Manti. 0-1 pitch. Misses up for ball one.
Squire just needs to match up Black to just kind of settle in this second inning.
1-1 pitch. Check swing. Didn't go around. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good hold right there by Sanders.
Big leg kick from Squire. That one stays up for ball 3 and a 3-1 hitters count now to Jeter Sanders. A 3-1 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. 2 and a full count.
Yeah, no questioner on that one.
Payoff pitch, swung on, popped to the right side. That will be foul, and it will go into the net.
Ooh,
good
effort
pursuit
right there
from Kellen
by
Lund. Kind of tripped over the mound as he was coming down towards the fence.
Yeah, he did. That's the first time we've seen that happen, even though you'd think it could happen more often.
Yeah. There's the payoff pitch again. Misses up for ball 4, and Jeter Sanders draws a second straight base on balls. Coach Hill is out of the dugout for Manti, and he's got a potential pitcher coming with him. And it will be Greg Powell that's coming into the game. So we'll take a break for the pitching change. We're in the top of the second inning, 4-2. Canyon View with the lead over Manti. Runner on first and no outs when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
When you need title work, title insurance, and escrow service, remember the experts at Central Utah Title in Manti. Whether you need residential, commercial closing, mortgage refinance, FHA, VA, or conventional loans, mortgage assumption, and cash transactions, consider Central Utah Title. Serving South Central Utah since 1983. 140 North Main Street in Manti for security and peace of mind in all your transactions.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as Greg Powell takes over on the mound now for the Manti Templars. He'll just come in and replace Russell Squire. Worth noting, Russell Squire could re-enter later as a pitcher if they decided they wanted to go back to him.
Oh, that's a good point.
In the game. He'll face first Cannon Williams for Canyon View. He's in on the right side. First pitch drops off low for ball 1. Williams also walked in his first plate appearance. Powell out of the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Runner takes off. Somehow that didn't hit Williams as he just got missed. And the runner will take second base. Sanders moves into scoring position.
Yeah, that was dang close to hitting him. I don't know how that missed him, to tell you the truth.
So a 2-0 count now to Williams. Pitch from Powell. That one's in there for a called strike 1 and a 2-1 count. Powell checks Sanders at second base, being held on by Stephen Robbins at second. The 2-1 pitch. That one will hit him. So Williams will take the hit by pitch and head to first base, and that is the 6th free base given up by Manti. 4 walks and 2 hit batters.
Yeah, that's tough. You just can't defend it. And Canyon View's making him pay, and Zach Main's coming back up, and he's going to want to make this hurt.
He stands in on the right side. First pitch from Powell. Misses low for ball 1. Main is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher. An RBI ground out last inning. Hit it off of, I think, Squire's leg area. I'm not for sure what it hit, but came off of him. 1-0 pitch. Misses up for ball 2, so a 2-0 hitters count here to Zach Main.
So far, what Coach Jacobson has done to find the recipe to hits and getting runners on has worked for him today.
Called strike there on the 2-0 count. Main again squared around to bunt.
I'm surprised on a 2-0 count you're squaring around to bunt, because that's a pitch you want to look to drive hard.
Yeah.
They got to come to you in that hitter's count.
Here's the 2-1. That one nearly hits him as it misses inside as he slides out of the way for ball 3, and a 3-1 hitter's count now to Zach Main. A walk would load the bases here in the top of the second, or the bottom of the second inning, with Canyon View leading 4-2. Powell sets. There's the 3-1 pitch. Misses low and away for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Falcons with no outs.
Bases loaded with 2 walks and a hit batter.
7 free bases now given up by Manti. Preston Higgins at the plate. He stands in on the right side. First pitch from Powell. On the inside edge, strike 1. Powell's 1 for 1. He had a double down the first baseline that went into right field. Scored a run in that process, and he came around to score later in the inning. The 0-1 pitch. Drops off low for ball 1. Infield is pulled in here for Manti as they try to cut off any potential run at home. 1-1 pitch. This is away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, the best thing that could happen for Powell right now is a hard hit ground ball to third base and try to get that 5-2-3 double play.
2-1 count. Pitch swung on and fouled to the right side out of play for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. No runs across in the inning so far for Canyon View, but the base is loaded after 2 walks and a hit batter. No outs. 2-2 count to the cleanup hitter, Preston Higgins. The pitch from Powell. Thought about it, held off. Watches ball 3 go by high. So a full count here where a walk is a run for the Falcons. A deep breath from Powell. Another deep breath. Here's the payoff pitch. Misses inside for ball 4, and the RBI base on balls brings in a run 5-2 Canyon View as Sanders comes in to score from third, and Coach Hill is out of the dugout, and another pitcher coming with him as another pitching change coming here for Manti. With the bases loaded, 1 run across and no outs here in the bottom of the second. 5-2 Canyon View leads when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Hey, what does the dentist of the year get? A little plaque. Well, all humor aside, a little plaque can be deadly. Let Dr. Colton Douglas at Douglas Dentistry make sure that a little plaque doesn't cause you a major health concern. Your good health is dependent on good dental hygiene, so make a call today and make sure you get to show off that awesome smile for years to come. Call Douglas Dentistry's new phone number, 435-258-9001, 435-258-9001. Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back here in Ogden as Zach Blackham takes over on the mound now for the Manti Templars. Carter Kiesel will replace Greg Powell in that spot in the order, in his own spot in the order, and comes in as the third baseman now for Manti. Of course, Blackham did pitch yesterday for the Templars, so he would be on a limited pitch count here today. I'll pull that up for you here as he ended up throwing yesterday 11 pitches, so he has 64 he can throw today. First pitch swung on, hard hit ball by Sandoval into center field. Going back is Hatch, and he makes a jumping catch. Runner's tag on the play, and they will come into, one run comes in to score. That's Cannon Williams on the deep RBI flyout from Noah Sandoval.
Great job by Boston Hatch. That ball just kept sailing and sailing, but he was able to make a really good jumping catch right there for just the first out of the inning.
Yep, out number one, and that brings Jack Merrill to the plate. Hitting from the left side. Runner takes off. First pitch. Strike one. They'll throw down to second. Not in time.
Job by Robbins keeping that ball in front of him right there. Just took that up in the chest on that hop.
Higgins slid in safely. 0-1 count now to Merrill. Merrill had a double down the left field line in the first inning, an RBI double. Infield pulled in on the grass again for Manti. Going to make sure that Zach Main doesn't come across the plate here. 6-2 your score. Canyon View leads. Check swing there. Did he go around? Yes, he did, said the third base umpire for strike two and an 0-2 count. But whatever the pitch was, Adam Andresen says that's not what I was expecting. So he's going to go out and talk to Blackham.
Yeah, saying, hey, good pitch, but don't surprise me again.
Andresen heads back behind the dish. Two runners in scoring position. Main at third, Higgins at second. One out in the inning, 2 runs across. 6-2 Canyon View leads. Blackham takes the sign. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the breaking ball, and Merrill goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Zach Blackham.
Blackham comes in. He's doing his job right now. He's got 2 outs and the first 2 hitters he faces.
So that will bring Owen Williams to the plate now for Canyon View. He stands in on the right side. Runners at second and third. First pitch from Blackham. On the inside edge, strike one to that fastball. Blackham's looking good right now.
Yeah, he's throwing it well. Look how he sets up way over on that right side of the rubber.
And then when he comes set, his front foot is way over.
Yeah, it's way.
The 0-1, curveball, fouled back to the screen for strike 2 and an 0-2 count to Williams.
So these right-handed hitters, it's got to feel like that ball is just coming right at him, where he is on the mound.
Now because he goes to kind of a closed set stance, it makes it so the ball's hidden for quite a long time.
I don't remember paying attention, but what does he do with the runner on first base when he's that closed off? Maybe he changes that up when there's a runner on first.
Could be. 0-2 count here. Time will be called to the plate by Williams, as it was taking a long time to relay the sign out to Blackham.
He doesn't move off the mound, just stays right there.
Well, he's comfortable where he's at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now he comes set. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses up. Throw down to third is going to sail into left field. That will score Maine. Dirk Larson picks it up. They're waving the runner around third. The throw home is not in time. A 2-run error, and it's now 8-2 Canyon View here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, definitely can't have that. That ball just sails out of Andresen's hands out to left field. But Higgins, he just kind of turned it on when he got halfway to third, and Coach Jacobson says, "Yeah, you're going."
1-2 count now to Williams. The pitch from Blackham misses up for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a big fist pump from Coach Jacobson after getting that second run across the plate on that throwing error. That one's going to hit him.
Hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that one didn't feel good to Williams. So he'll head to first base with 2 outs. 4 runs across in the inning. No hits this inning for Canyon View.
No, they're doing it by being patient or being hit.
Yeah. That's what, the 7th? No, the 9th, excuse me, the 9th
Yes.
batter to reach
That's
via a
9.
walk or a hit by pitch. And we're just in the bottom of the second inning. 9 given up by Manti. First pitch here now to Gage Miller, strike 1.
And that was really the first pitch that's kind of got away from Blackham. Now let's see what he does right here as he comes set with the runner on first. Still way closed off on it.
0-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops in for strike 2 and an 0-2 count.
I wonder if he looks back over his right shoulder. Watch that a little closer. For the runner, should be a pretty easy move to pick up going to first.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Throw down to first is in time as Miller goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Zach Blackham, but 4 more runs across for Canyon View on no hits in the inning. 1 error committed by Manti in the process, and 1 runner left on base. Through 2 innings of play, it's Canyon View 8, Manti 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
As we go to the top of the 3rd inning, Manti with 1 more hit than Canyon View, but 6 less runs.
Well, they need to come to the plate right here, and they got to get something going.
They will bring the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate this inning. That is Carter Kiesel, Adam Andresen, and Kellen Lund. If they get to the 4th batter, that's Dirk Larson. They got the bullpen going again, does Manti.
Yeah, they're going to warm up the bullpen again.
Looks like that's Stephen Robbins down there warming up. Carter Kiesel will stand in on the right side, facing the right-handed throwing Jackson Black. First pitch, drops off low and in for ball 1. Coach Hill knows at this point when you're down, you don't save anybody, right? You've got to find a way to win, and then you worry about the next game later.
Absolutely, and if you're the Templars, you got to come and figure you got to at least cut this lead in half.
2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled off by Kiesel for strike 1, out on his front foot of that off-speed pitch from Black. Wind's shifting now. Now it's blowing left to right across the field.
It's just ever-changing, the wind is.
Swung on here, hard ground ball over the diving Maine as it took a high hop. And Kiesel rounds first and will hold there with a leadoff single for the Templars.
Maine, he's upset with that, but he made a great effort, but that ball just, what are you going to do when you're diving and the ball and just goes way up over your glove?
And that is Merrill. Back to the other day when Maine was at.
All right, sorry, Jack Merrill. Maine's at first.
I said Maine too, but
yeah, you did. Right.
It is Merrill there at third base.
Maine is at first, Merrill at third.
So Adam Andresen in on the left side. First pitch, misses out for ball 1. Sandoval looked like he was ready to come up throwing. I don't know. They feel like Kiesel's going to try to take a bag here. Short lead though for Kiesel. 1-0 pitch, swung on, fly ball into center field. Sanders coming in. He will make the play as we're getting some moisture down there now on the field.
Getting a little bit of rain right now.
Crowd's trying to get covered.
Everybody's going up under the eaves.
So 1 out in the inning. Yeah.
Not us. We're already covered. We're in the booth.
That's right. Thank goodness. As Kellen Lund stands in on the right side. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch from Black. Drops in for a called strike 1 on the breaking ball. 0-1 count. Lund was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Ended up getting out at second on a fielder's choice. Chops that one foul for strike 2 and an 0-2 count.
Hit that off his foot. That didn't feel good. Lund's got that thing on his shin, but that came off his foot.
It's coming down pretty good right now.
Yeah, it is.
And as I say that, it slows down.
No, oh, now here it comes again.
So an 0-2 count with 1 out, 1 on here for Manti. Black comes set from the stretch. The pitch to Lund. It's going to plunk him in the back, and Lund gets hit for the second time today. He heads to first as Kiesel goes to second. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good right now here at Lindquist Field.
Yeah, it is.
And, you know, that's one of those where you get a wet baseball, it can be hard to get the grip you want.
Yep. You know, it's hard to complain about rain as wet as the state of Utah has been. But this is just the day you don't want it. You can't be picky, I guess, with the rain.
Dirk Larson to the plate now with 2 on and 1 out. That pitch misses high from Black, and he's drying his hand off.
Yeah, he's immediately just rubbing his hand off. Black settled in pretty well after giving up a couple runs in the first inning. Comes back with the lead, and he settled in pretty well. Umpire, he called. Oh, okay, he's going to give him a new ball?
Yeah.
Well, he was going to, but then he put it back in his pouch.
That rain is slowed down again.
He's like, you can use that one.
2 on with 1 out. Larson in on the right side. 1-0 count. Black comes set from the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, line drive, and the left field line is down for a base hit. Kiesel's being waved around third. The ball is bobbled and left, and sliding safely into third and moving to second is Dirk Larson. And the Manti crowd back into it on the RBI hit from Larson.
Well, that's what Manti needs. They need some balls on the ground, and they need to move these runners around. So that was a really good hit right there. That ball, that was a hard hit line drive with some top spin on it that actually was going away from the left fielder.
So would you rule that a single or double on that one?
I put a single, but I wonder if it should be a double. I don't know that he ever intended to stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
So I'm going to put that as a double, actually.
Porter Daniels swings and misses for strike 1.
An RBI double.
Yeah, Lund goes first to third. Larson stands at second. Daniels 0 for 1 in the game. That one gets by in the dirt. Sandoval kept it close enough that Lund decided not to go on ball 1. So a 1-1 count. The young fans, they kind of like this rain. There's a few girls down below us dancing in it, young girls.
Heck yeah.
Young
kids don't care.
You know, young Braves fan down there, he's like, hey, I got a front row seat now. Nobody's in my way.
That's right.
Here's the 1-1 from Black. Lost the handle. It goes above the head of Daniels to the backstop, and Lund will come in to score. Larson moves to third.
So there they go. They've cut that lead in half. They're going to throw that ball into the dugout.
So it's 8-4 now your score. Canyon View with the lead as Porter Daniels has a 2-1 count. That's coming down pretty good.
It is.
Misses high for ball 3. 3-1 now to Daniels.
Black's just like, I can't keep this ball dry out here. And the way he sets up, so Black, he'll hold the ball in his pitching hand, so it's not in his glove, so it's out in the weather.
He's doing his best to dry that off and keep it dry. 1 out here in the top of the third. 2 runs across for Manti. Runner on third. 3-1 pitch misses outside for ball 4 to Daniels. And runners on the corners now for the Templars. The weather giveth and the weather taketh away sometimes.
Right, it does.
And it's hard to tell what to do because the rain will slow way down. Right now it's slowed way down, and then all of a sudden it'll just come torrential for a second.
Yeah, and it's not affecting the field adversity. This field, this beautiful field that obviously with the type of dirt they have, it can take some rain.
But it definitely affects your grip on the baseball. Squaring to bunt is Hatch, pulls it back as ball one misses in the dirt.
Good job by Sandoval getting down on that, keeping that ball in front of him and saving a run right there.
Hatch is 1 for 1 in the game with an infield single last inning. Got stranded on first. He squares the bunt again, drops it on the first base side, and that just foul. That was nearly a really good bunt, but instead it's strike one.
That was one of those dangerous ones. You can't let that ball hit you either.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of following down the baseline. Or getting out in front, you had to run over that ball.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners for Manti. They trail Canyon View 8-4. Top of the 3rd inning. And we've hit a lightning delay. So lightning close. So they've gone ahead and stopped play. So we will hop off the air as a result of that lightning delay. 30 minutes is the delay. We'll come back on. We'll try to be back on about 5 to 10 minutes before we resume play. But it is currently 8-4. Canyon View leads Manti. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. When we come back to play, Manti will have runner at 3rd in Dirk Larson, Porter Daniels at 1st. There'll be 1 out and a 1-1 count to Boston Hatch when we return to the action here at Lindquist Field in Ogden again. As the players and umpires have been removed from the field, the fans need to get under cover. And so we have a 30-minute lightning delay. We'll be back on at about just after 4 o'clock, as long as there aren't any additional lightning delays that happen over the course of that 30 minutes. Because each new lightning strike means a new 30 minutes. So,
and it has, what is it, if it's within 10 miles,
yep.
Right?
So we will continue to monitor that, and we'll be back on the air as soon as we can here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom at Team Hive, and KSL Sports at the 3A Baseball State Tournament in Ogden at Lindquist Field.
also has some keys that are found, and they're in car keys. If you are missing your car keys, you probably get them in the press box.
I wondered what this is over here. That's looks like a picnic area over there behind the fence.
Somebody else's picnic area.
Yeah.
Having a picnic, just want to look for it.
Yeah, probably.
It's kind of a funky shape of the field.
Yeah, it is. That's true. I know. I walked over here because I was in the same situation the other night. I'm like, this is a high wall. That's a long ways to get a 387.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back once again to Lindquist Field in Ogden. Robert Lovell with you alongside Corey Sorensen on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports, as they are just wrapping up the lightning delay here in the second game of the day. And so the umpires working their way back onto the field. They've allowed the teams to have a few minutes to go get warmed back up, and at least their arms warmed back up. And we are about ready to go here in the second game. Manti Canyon View. Game one was a marathon. Carbon getting the win over Logan 26-13 in 7 innings. And then game two got started over an hour late. You add a half-hour lightning delay into that, and that means we are 27 minutes from supposing to start game three, and yet we're only in the top of the third inning here in game two.
Yeah, I was just out walking around the park. Grantsville's here, and I could hear the players saying, "Man, what time is our game supposed to start?" And one kid just laughs, says, "I think 4:30, but that's not going to happen." And they're right. It is not going to happen.
It is not going to happen. Coach Josh Parker, former coach at UAB Texans, said, "You boys are in for a long night."
Yeah.
It might be.
I think you're right. Yeah, the problem is what happens here now is if somebody has to play through and has to play tomorrow morning at 10, that's going to make an early morning for us too, but also an early morning for it could make it for these teams.
That's kind of the interesting part of the way this bracket has worked. They've had bracket one being the later games, the first 3 days here of the tournament. Bracket one being Union, Canyon View, and Manti, the 3 teams remaining. And bracket two has been the earlier games, but for some reason, tomorrow they swapped that, where bracket one is the earlier game at 10 o'clock if they go to that if necessary game, and bracket two plays at 12:30, which means that whoever wins this game and plays Union tonight, whenever game that gets over, they could turn around and have a game in 12 hours on in a different facility.
Different city, different facility. You got to get all your stuff gathered up and you get headed out, right?
Yeah. So anyway, just kind of interesting how that ended up working out. Well, let's set the stage for you in this game here. Manti put up 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Canyon View counter with 4 runs in the bottom half of the first. Then Manti got 4 more runs in the second. They've scored 8 runs on just 2 hits in the game, as Manti has walked or hit 9 batters. Is that what we last decided was the number? And Canyon View's made them pay for it. And then here in the top of the third inning, Manti has come back with 2 runs of their own, and they still have runners on the corners with 1 out. At the plate is Boston Hatch. He has a 1-1 count. Jackson Black is the pitcher for Canyon View. So as we get ready to resume play, that's what we have. It'll be Porter Daniels on first, Dirk Larson on third, Boston Hatch at the plate, 1 out, 2 across, and a 1-1 count. First pitch from Black as Hatch squares to drop down the bunt. It gets over the glove of Jackson Black. Coming in to score is Larson, and Boston Hatch is safe at first.
Gal, that was a really good bunt right there. He kind of hit that on the top half of the ball, so it bounced. And Jackson Black, obviously a good fielder. He plays first base for the Falcons. That just bounced right up over his glove.
They roll that one in air. Sometimes I can't decide how they decide.
Now, see, that's when I almost would have given a hit as he's running in hard like that, the ball bouncing.
Ball in the dirt. Good block by Sandoval as Stephen Robbins is at the plate. But we'll call it an actual, because they rule it in the air, it'll go down as a sac fly, or sac RBI sacrifice for
that's true.
Hatch. As Larson came in to score on that one. So it's now 8-5 is your score. There's ball 2 to Stephen Robbins. Robbins steps back in on the right side. 8-5. Canyon View leads Manti. The rain had stopped during our lightning delay. Now the rain's picked back up. That one goes behind Robbins. What a catch by Sandoval to hold the runners.
Yeah, showing that he can get up out of his crouch real quick.
Yeah, so interesting. I mean, it hadn't rained for 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe?
Completely had stopped.
And right as we started playing again, we got some more rain coming back down. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one's on the outside edge for full automatic, strike one. Stephen Robbins is 0 for 1 of the game. He walked in the first inning and came around to score, and then last inning he flew out to center field. 2 on here with 1 out. 3 runs across for the Templars. Next pitch. In there for a called strike 2 at the low part of the zone and a full count. Good spot from Black.
Yeah, that's a really good pitch right there from Black. He kept it on the outside part of the plate, but just went a little lower with it on that next pitch.
Runners take their lead. Payoff pitch from Black. Swung on, chopper to the left side. Higgins charging to flip to second in time. No play at first. Not in time. 2 outs in the inning as Robbins hits into the 6-4. Fielder's choice. Runners on the corners again for Manti. They get Hatch out at second base. Brings Spencer Robbins to the plate. So we dropped about 15 degrees in a short amount of time. We were going from mid-80s to upper 60s. And in the next 3 hours, it's actually supposed to get back to the 80s.
Yeah, look at this. The sun's starting to kind of break through a little bit. I don't know for how long, but.
First pitch to Robbins misses. Throw down to second is in time. Stephen Robbins, for some reason, didn't slide, and he gets tagged out at second on the caught stealing for out number 3. Manti, though, with 3 runs across in the inning. They do so on 2 hits in the inning. 1 error committed by Canyon View and 1 runner left on base. They're 2.5 innings of play. It is Canyon View 8, Manti 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning in an 8-5 ball game. Canyon View leading Manti, and Canyon View brings the plate this inning to 9-1 and 2 batters. Hunter Johns, followed by Jeter Sanders, then Cannon Williams. If they get to the fourth batter, that will be Zach Main. Zach Blackham on the mound for Manti. Got a first pitch called strike on the outside edge. Now here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Johns, and an 0-2 count.
A hard swing on that curveball right there. Just got it way out in front of it.
Takes the sign as Blackham. The 0-2 to Johns. Swung on and chopped foul off his leg.
Yeah, that's a stinger. We saw that happen yesterday, one of the Manti players, and he reached down and grabbed some dirt and rubbed some dirt on it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Dirk Larson.
All the fans, because of the rain, they've just stayed up underneath the awning. Can't hardly see him from where we are now. Everybody's moved up.
Again, the 0-2 pitch. Curveball called, strike 3, and Johns will go down looking for the first out of the inning and the third strikeout of the game for Zach Blackham. Beautiful curveball there.
That's a great curveball right there, coming back and getting him looking, striking him out on just watching that pitch.
Brings the top of the order, Jeter Sanders to the plate. He stands it on the right side. First pitch in the dirt in front of the plate for ball 1. Sanders has walked in both of his plate appearances this game. One on a 4 pitch, one was on a full count. Came around to score both times. 1-0, swung on and chopped foul for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the 9 free bases in this game between walks and hit batters given up by the Manti pitching staff has been costly, as they've actually out-hit Canyon View 5-2, yet trail 8-5. Misses outside for ball 2 and a 2-1 count now to Sanders. Blackham is the third pitcher of the day for Manti, and he came in with only 64 pitches being able to throw. 2-1, swung on, ground ball back up the middle, gets through for a base hit. So Jeter Sanders with a 1-out single into center field.
Hard hit ball up through the box there for Sanders.
That will bring Cannon Williams to the plate now for Canyon View, as they get their third hit of the day as a team.
Yeah, a couple of those opportunities for guys to hit just took the bat right out of their hand by hitting him in the back.
Yeah. 2-step lead at first for Sanders. Does have 1 stolen base in the game as Blackham throws over there. No tag applied by Lund.
Yeah, definitely speed on the bags right now.
Sanders takes off. Called strike right down the middle. Throw to second is not in time. Sanders actually slid over the bag and landed on his seat.
Maybe that bag's still pretty slick.
Yeah. Strike 1 to Cannon Williams. As the umpires get moved around in the field, home plate umpire takes the opportunity to clean off the plate. Blackham coming in. Wants to visit with Adam Andresen. So once again at second base, Jeter Sanders. Cannon Williams at the plate has an 0-1 count. Sanders looking to score for the third time today for Canyon View. Zach Blackham tries to set down the Falcons without a run for the first time today, as they scored 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Not as much of wind now. Still blowing a little bit from right field to left field. Long look in for Blackham. And he's going to step off the mound.
Don't know if they're just trying to get their signs figured out.
Blackham sets. The 0-1. That's in there for a called strike 2 at the top of the zone to Williams and an 0-2 count. Blackham again comes from the stretch. Jeter Sanders at second for Canyon View with 1 out. Takes the sign, does Blackham as he comes set. The 0-2. Curveball for a call, strike 3, and Williams will go down looking for the second out of the inning and fourth strikeout of the game for Zach Blackham.
Yeah, second strikeout of this inning. Both of them just looking right there. He's just really catching with that good breaking ball and really fooled two of the hitters with that pitch.
I'm not sure exactly what was happening in the Canyon View dugout, but the umpire had some words with him.
Yeah, not sure.
That was a good pitch.
That was a dang good pitch right there.
Brings Zach Main to the plate now for Canyon View. First pitch from Blackham. Another curveball for strike 1. He's got that dialed in right now.
He has. And once again, where he stands on the mound, that's really got to look like it's coming at you as a hitter because he's way over there on the right side. If you're a right-handed hitter. Anyway.
Yes. Main is 0 for 1 in the game. RBI ground out to the pitcher. He walked and scored in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch, chopped foul to the left side for strike 2 and an 0-2 count.
Main frustrated with that. That was a good pitch right there for him to hit. And just gets on top of that one, driving it down in the dirt foul.
So counts 0-2 to Zach Main. Runner on second is Jeter Sanders. Base hit, likely scores a run here for the Falcons. Sanders with good speed. The 0-2, Sanders takes off, misses high, throw down to third is in time as Sanders is caught stealing for out number 3. And for the first time today, the Falcons do not score in an inning as no runs on 1 hit, no errors committed by the Templars, and no runners left on base. Through 3 innings of play, it is Canyon View 8, Manti 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Let's cover the perfect solution for memorable vacations, short road trips, or making travel memories with family and friends. Just be sure to purchase your next new or used vehicle at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield will make sure you get properly outfitted. On road, across town, or cross country, try the Jorgensen experience, available only at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield. Memory makers and thrill seekers wanted.
At Mountain America, we understand that debt happens. Let's lighten your load. Visit macu.com/debthappens to get started.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, it doesn't take long to get back to the action here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch, Spencer Robbins sees. He drives it as he one-hops the wall in left center field. As Manti brings the 2, 3, and 4 hitters this inning, and Robbins with a great way to start the inning for Manti.
Yeah, hard hit ball that one hops the wall. Sound like a little bit of a rhyme.
Ball 1 misses low and in to Zach Blackham. So Blackham will be followed by Carter Kiesel. If the Templars get to the 4th batter this inning, that is Adam Andresen. Jackson Black on the mound for Canyon View. That long delay can affect pitchers too. And you saw that both pitchers were trying to get warmed up and stay ready, but ended up being a longer delay here as well, as that one's fouled off for strike 1 to Blackham. Both pitchers did a pretty good job coming out of it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, both of them did a really good job.
Blackham's 1 for 2 in the game. The 1-1. Off the plate outside for ball 2. Sandoval did his best to frame it, didn't get the call. So Blackham had a single up the middle in the first inning. Then he struck out looking to end the second inning. Stephen Robbins continues to get warmed down in the Manti bullpen. 2-1 pitch. Broke back in to catch the inside edge for strike 2 and a 2-2 count. Runner on second with no outs, 8-5. Canyon View leads Manti here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 count to Blackham. That one's way outside for ball 3 and a full count.
His front foot just pulled away right there. He was going to the first base side of the mound. That just pulled him away and just threw that way outside.
So counts full to Blackham. Runner on second, no outs here in the top of the fourth in a 3-run ball game. 3-2 pitch, swung on, line drive into left, will get down for a base hit. Robbins being waved around third. There will not be a play at the plate as they just make sure to hold Blackham at first with an RBI single. And it's an 8-6 ball game, and Coach Jacobson's out of the dugout for the Falcons.
Yeah, Canyon View did the right thing defensively, holding the runner at first. And Coach Hill he had no question he was going to send Robbins on that hit.
Pitching change coming for the Falcons. We'll take the break here in the top of the fourth inning in a 2-run ball game. Runner on first and no outs when we come back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor, whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth. We ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
Welcome back to the UCCU Savings Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
It's a new age of storage at Mason Storage Utah and Aurora. Manage, rent, and pay self RV and boat storage online 24/7. Check it out today at masonstorageutah.com or call for reservation rates and information 435-529-7445. Rent storage in May and get 2 months of free storage at Mason Storage Utah, just east of Mason Machinery, 618 East Center Street in Aurora. Click masonstorageutah.com or call 435-529-7445.
Into second.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at Lindquist Field in Ogden as we are in the top of the fourth inning and a pitching change here for the Canyon View Falcons as Jackson Black will leave the mound. He heads over to first base. Zach Main slides from first base to second base, and Owen Williams goes from second base to the pitcher's mound. So he will throw next for Canyon View, and he inherits a runner at first, 1 run across in the inning, no outs. And Carter Kiesel at the plate for the Templars. He represents the tying run here in the top of the fourth inning in an 8-6 ball game. That pitch is in the dirt. Good stab by Sandoval to make the catch for ball 1. So Williams on the season has thrown 12 innings in 6 appearances, has a 9.92 ERA in those 12 innings, 10 strikeouts to 14 walks.
Throws it pretty hard. I'm just assuming that just maybe control issues here and there.
1-0 pitch. That stays low for ball 2, so a 2-0 hitter's count now for Carter Kiesel. Kiesel's 1 for 2 in the game. He flew out to right field for the first out of the first inning, then had a hard-hit line drive single into left field to lead off the third. That one stays low for ball 3. It kicked away from Sandoval. Throw to second is not in time as Blackham moves up a bag on the play. Make that Maddox Holder the speed-up runner for Blackham. That's a 3-0 count now to Kiesel. Good block by Sandoval, but the ball almost went all the way back to the pitcher's mound, allowing
it really did.
Holder to take off.
Which, because of that, made him running towards and making a good hard throw. Made that play closer than I thought it would even be.
3-0 to Kiesel. Misses, nope, caught the inside edge for strike 1 and a 3-1 hitter's count. Holder with a short lead at second base. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Kiesel didn't look like he was quite ready.
No,
for
he
that
didn't.
swing.
I agree. And that ball just coming in under the hands, coming in low and inside.
So after a 3-0 count, Williams works it back to a full. The payoff pitch, swung on, chopped foul down the third base line by Carter Kiesel. As he stays alive in the at-bat.
Some of these Manti Templars, they have some helmet stickers on too. We've seen that. What was that? Logan
Yeah,
had a
Logan
bunch.
had a ton.
Manti has seen a few players with some helmet stickers on their helmets from Manti as well.
But not all of them, like Adam Andresen. I don't see any on his.
No, it's only a couple. I want to say Blackham has a couple as well. Or has some, more than a couple.
Of course, in football, you see that a lot. It's a reward-based system, right? Full count once again to Kiesel as he stands in on the right side. The payoff pitch from Williams misses outside for ball 4. Sandoval wanted it, didn't get it behind the plate.
Yeah, Sandoval doing a really good job framing that back. Really wanted that pitch. Umpire says it stayed out.
And brings Adam Andresen to the plate. He stands it on the left side. 2 on now. Tying run on base for the Templars here in the 4th inning. Big swing and a miss from Andresen. Ended up foul tipping that one for strike 1. Andresen's over 2. He reached on an error in the 1st inning and flew out to center field in the 3rd inning. The 0-1 from Williams. Swung on and fouls that one back to the left side out of play for strike 2. 0-2 count now to the Manti catcher. And the weather's changed a lot over the course of the day so far. Right now, the wind is coming from right field to left field.
Just continues to shift.
0-2 to Andresen. Swing and a miss. Nope, got a piece of it. And he pointed to the umpire and make sure he knew, and yes, he does. So, new life for Andresen as he just got a piece of that one. Count remains 0-2. Kiesel at first, Holder at second. They take their lead. Williams from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3, and Andresen will go down looking for the first out of the inning, first strike out of the game for Owen Williams.
Good pitch right there by Owen Williams. After giving up a walk to the first batter, he faces, comes back, and strikes out the second.
So Kellen Lund comes to the plate. He was one of the ones that Coach Jacobson was worried about today with the big bat. He stands in on the right side. First pitch from Williams. Misses off the plate outside for ball 1. Lund today, though, has been hit twice. That's one way to make sure his bat doesn't hurt you, is just to hit him.
That's true. he wasn't happy in that second time he got hit. He's like, dang, I want to hit the ball.
Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt. Skipped away from Sandoval. Runner takes off. Throw to third is not in time as Holder slides in safely. Kiesel stayed at first on the play.
Heads up base running there by Holder. Sees that didn't get away very far.
No.
And it's not a very far throw to third, but he got a good enough jump that he was able to get to third safely.
Yeah, Sandoval blocked it well. He even blocked it so it went down the third base line, making that throw shorter. He comes out to get the defensive play call with the first and third situation. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. The tying run is on first base here with Canyon View leading Manti 8-6. Kellen Lund in on the right side has a 2-0 hitters count. That pitch is in the dirt. Another good block by Sandoval. Ball 3.
Sandoval working hard for the Falcons behind the plate.
Outfield's playing pretty well straight up. The right fielder a little bit towards right center. Higgins, though, at shortstop is up the middle, leaving a big 5-6 hole where Lund likes to go. 3-0 pitch. That one caught the inside edge for strike 1.
Cannon Williams out in right field. He's playing right in the gap.
3-1 off the glove of Sandoval. That will score Holder. And on ball 4, moving up to second is Carter Kiesel. So the tying run is now in scoring position. The go-ahead run on first base with still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Didn't look like a real bad pitch. Just Sandoval just didn't get a glove on it.
Dirk Larson, who roped a single down the left field line in his last at-bat, stands in now on the right side for Manti. Left center field is the gap in the outfield. First pitch swinging, hard line drive into the net on the right side for strike 1. Jeter Sanders is playing dead center, but in left, Gage Miller is protecting the line, which leaves that left center field gap. And now Sanders actually moving towards right center. Miller actually moved with him.
And Williams actually moved further to the right field line.
Yeah,
not a lot, but a little bit.
Next pitch from Owen Williams, missed high for ball 1, so a 1-1 count. Kiesel and Lund on the bases here for the Templars with 1 out. Larson 1 for 2 in the game. The pop out to second, and then the RBI double. That pitch is in the dirt. Good block again by Sandoval. Throw to first, trying to back pick Lund. A diving catch by Jackson Black. Saves
maybe
potentially a run right there.
Yeah, that was a really good play right there by Jackson Black diving on that throw. He kind of hurt.
Yeah, I don't know if they got hit by Lund as Lund was sliding back.
He's grabbing the back of his leg, like his hamstring.
Well, that, your unexpected dive like that. Great play by Black to keep the ball in the infield.
It really was.
2-1 count now to Larson. Defense fairly straight up right now. 2-1 pitch. Off the plate outside for ball 3, and a hitter's count now for Dirk Larson.
Sandoval framing that pitch and just holding it right there, but umpire's not giving anything off the outside part of the plate right now.
Well, we can't really see the front part of the batter's box anymore, but it looks like to me that's where that's hitting out there.
Right.
3-1 pitch. In there, the bottom part of the zone for a called strike 2 and a full count.
No argument by Larson on that one.
3-2 full count with 1 out, 2 on base here in the top of the 4th inning. The payoff pitch from Williams. Swung on, chopper up the middle, goes off the glove of Williams. Picked up by Higgins. He hit double clutches back, picked the third as Kiesel rounded. They've got him in a rundown. He thought he threw it. He'll be tagged out. And they end up getting the lead runner out, does Canyon View. And 2 still on for Manti on the normal 1-6-5 putout.
Yeah, is what looked like kind of a broken play right there because it came off of Owens' glove. Higgins is able to gather it up, looks at first, and next thing you know, he just can see that Lund is going. Let's see who is on.
Kiesel
sees Kiesel round in third and saves a run right there. Comes back and gets him in a run now, and Kiesel's out, going home.
Porter Daniels now at the plate. Watches strike 1 go by at the low part of the zone. He didn't like it. The umpire has been consistent. He's given that low strike this game.
Yeah, he is.
She said he's not giving anything on the outside, but the strike zone is lower. Williams, 0-1 pitch, swung on, slow ground ball to the left side. Williams off the mound, fields it. The throw to first is in time for out number 3 on the 1-3 putout. But the Templars pull within 1 as they get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by the Falcons, and 2 runners left on base. Through 3.5 innings of play, we're halfway home. It is Canyon View 8, Manti 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Looking to buy or sell a home or property in Sevier or Sanpete County? Call Misty Breathwaite with Red Rock Real Estate, your local associate broker and realtor with over 22 years of experience helping people navigate the market with confidence. Last year alone, Misty helped clients buy and sell over $20 million in real estate right here in our communities. Knowledge you can trust, local expertise, real estate done right. Find her on Facebook. Just search Misty Breathwaite. Call today at 435-851-4351.
Consolation. Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating, and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning in a one-run ball game. 8-7. Canyon View right now with the lead over the Manti Templars, and for some reason they've added a run to Manti in the fourth inning. I'm not sure why they did that on the scoreboard, but it should just be 8-7. So 8-7 is your score. Canyon View will bring the 3, 4, and 5 batters to play this inning. Zach Main, Preston Higgins, and Noah Sandoval. If they get to the fourth batter, that is Jack Merrill. Zach Blackham on the mound for Manti. First pitch to Main. Misses outside for ball 1.
Main, the utility player for Canyon View. He's won from second to first. He's pitched. He's played third. He's been all over the place.
Played outfield.
Outfield, yeah, that's true.
On the 3 days combined, not all today.
Yeah, not all today. But
1-0 pitch misses low and in for ball 2, so a 2-0 count now.
Just speaking about his versatility as a player.
Yes. The 2-0 from Blackham. Drops off low and away for ball 3, so a 3-0 count now to Zach Main. .30 pitch, misses outside for ball 4, so a leadoff 4-pitch walk issued to Main for Canyon View. Again, scoreboard reads 8-8 out here in left field, but it should be an 8-7 score. Canyon View with the 1-run lead. Standing into the right side now is Preston Higgins. Short lead at first for Main. Pitch from Blackham nearly hits Higgins inside for ball 1. Higgins is 1 for 1, had a double on a hard hit ball down the right field line, RBI double. Then he had an RBI base on balls. He's also scored 2 runs. The 1-0 pitch. Late break misses him, but misses inside 2 for ball 2.
Kind of turned into that. He was ready to wear that one if it got in any further.
2-0 hitters count for Higgins. Pitch from Blackham. That's in the dirt for ball 3 and a 3-0 count. So Blackham, who's been so good since coming on in relief in the second inning, struggling here to start the fourth. Sat down 3 out of 4 he faced in the second, 3 in a row in the third. That 3-0 is way behind Higgins for ball 4. So back-to-back 4-pitch walks issued by Blackham. Runners on first and second, no outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, that wasn't even anywhere close.
And then he is on a limited pitch count this game because he threw 11 pitches yesterday. He can only throw 64 pitches today. That puts him up to 36, according to the official score.
So he's got 28 more pitches on the day. Coach Jacobson going to want to talk to Sandoval, gives him some sort of advice.
I didn't give him a lot as Andresen went out to talk to Blackham and was quickly coming back. Didn't give Coach Jacobson a lot of time. Runners take their lead. Higgins not being held on. He's just looking right at second base. He's ready to go. First pitch. Breaks off low and away for ball 1.
You've seen the movie Moneyball, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if you believe in baseball analytics, on-base percentage is huge. And do whatever it takes to get on base.
Been a huge factor in this game.
Yeah.
Misses high and tight for ball 2. As again, these 2 walks here, that makes 11 in the game that Manti has either walked or hit. And they're still only down by a run.
Yeah, they're really fortunate. They're only down by a run.
2-0 pitch. Misses up for ball 3. He's now thrown 11 straight balls to start this inning, has Blackham. Coach Hill on the top step of the dugout, looking on.
On the flip side of that, Canyon View's given up 3 walks, and they've hit 2 batters.
3-0 pitch, misses high for ball 4 to load the bases on 12 straight balls.
And most of those pitches haven't even been close.
Right. They will bring on the speed-up runner, Case Brown.
Yeah, missing badly on those. So walks the bases loaded. And the pitching coach is going to come out and talk to Blackham.
Yeah, assistant coach for the Templars. Bases loaded here for Canyon View. They lead at 8-7 over Manti. Now they've got the scoreboard fixed out there, correcting that score.
Canyon View here with a big opportunity to bust this game open again. And they are the home team.
Yep, they won the coin toss last night. It's interesting how they do it for state baseball, as the first round of state, the higher seed, is the home team. So the 1 seed's the home team, 2 seed, and on. Then after that, it's whoever's been home the least is the home seed. And then if it's a tie, like Manti and Canyon View had each been home once after last night's games, it's a coin toss to see who the home seed is, home team is.
Very scientific way to do it.
Infield pulled in on the grass for Manti as Zach Blackham resets on the mound, facing the left-handed batting Jack Merrill. First pitch, strike 1.
There he's found it. That's a good pitch. You got to challenge a hitter right here.
Higgins out at second base trying to steal the signs and give those to
they were going to go
batter.
talk. The umpire's like, hey, you guys are just out there together.
But you only do it 1 inning, so.
Yeah, and so he's like, yeah, you got to come on back.
Yep. But Higgins out there trying to steal the signs and relay what the sign is to the batter. Unable to do so on that one. Now he does. Here's the 0-1. Misses out for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But a better miss right there.
Yes.
That's definitely closer.
The 1-1. Swung on, line drive, going to get out of the infield. 1 run comes in to score. Higgins being stopped at third. Larson tries to back pick him. Robbins didn't realize how far off Higgins was, and so wasn't prepared to apply the tag there. But it will be an RBI single. Time called. Pitching change coming here for Manti as they trail Canyon View 9-7. The Falcons have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th with no outs when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026 or go to sanpetesteel.com. Attention Class A CDL drivers. For a great career choice of steady, reliable, home everyday work, Savage Services is for you. Savage offers the opportunity to earn $80,000 to $100,000 yearly plus quarterly bonuses, a 5K retention bonus, 5K relocation pay, and 30-day housing for qualified drivers. They also offer full benefits, PTO, profit sharing, 401ks, and more. Savage takes care of team members. Apply at driveforsavage.com. That is drive4savage.com for price and Salina job listings.
For carpet, flooring, windows, or glass at rock bottom prices, Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring in Richfield is the logical choice with a huge inventory and the service to back it up. From quality flooring to expert window and glass installation and even sheds, Shepherd's knows how to upgrade your home. Shop in person Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 410 North Main, Richfield, or click shepherdscarpets.com to shop online. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, quality, service, and prices you just can't beat.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So the new pitcher now for the Manti Templars is Stephen Robbins. He will take over on the mound for Zach Blackham. And based on how they're standing right now behind the mound, it looks like Blackham will go to shortstop and Spencer Robbins will slide over to second for Manti.
Little submariner right there,
Yeah.
almost. Some sidearm action right here from Robbins.
So Stephen Robbins, the younger of the Robbins brothers. On the season, he has a 4.50 ERA in 4 2/3 innings. So he hasn't thrown a lot of varsity innings, but when he has, he's been fairly effective. But right now he's in a tough spot as he inherits the bases loaded with no outs. Gets a fist bump from Coach Hill as Owen Williams comes to the plate. 3 straight walks followed by a single to lead the inning off for Canyon View. They lead at 9-7 here over Manti. Infield pulled in with no outs. First pitch from Robbins, misses outside for ball 1.
Good job by Andresen getting out, moving his feet and get out to that ball. That was quite a ways outside.
Williams in the game walked in his first plate appearance, then got hit by a pitch in his second. Stephen Robbins uses the opposite end of the mound that Blackham used. 1-0 pitch. This is low for ball 2 and a 2-0 hitter's count.
Yeah, Robbins definitely going to give him a different look than what Blackham did, including Blackham's a big kid.
Yeah.
Just size.
Two-0 pitch, misses low and away for ball 3. A walks a run right here for Canyon View. They lead at 9-7 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Three-0 pitch way outside for ball 4, and that will make it now 10-7 as Higgins comes in to score on the RBI base on balls by Owen Williams. Sandoval moves to third, and up to second is Jack Merrill. 13th batter to reach via a walk or a hit by pitch. Speed up runner onto the field now for Canyon View is Olin Wood. He replaces Owen Williams. And they're also going to send down Manti, going to get a couple of pitchers going down to the bullpen. Right now they've got Brogan Brailsford going, and they've also sent down Parker Miller. Gage Miller at the plate for the Falcons. First pitch.
Must have missed the low right there.
Yeah, and that's a tough one with that low strike zone he's been calling.
Yeah.
Ball 1. Good breaking ball from Robbins. That one's in the dirt outside for ball 2 and a 2-0 hitter's count now for Miller. But if you're Coach Jacobson, you're saying leave that bat on the shoulder right now.
Yeah, you have got to make Manti earn your swing. And right now they're just not doing it.
They'll take the sign from Andresen behind the plate. The 2-0 in the dirt outside. Good block by Andresen, but ball 3, and that one wasn't close.
Man, he blocked that one right off the face mask. Bounced to hit him right in the old hockey mask.
Well, once again, a walks a run here. Coach Hill calling down to the bullpen to see if they're about ready. The 3-0 misses high and tight for ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Robbins. And Coach Hill is back out of the dugout. Looks like another pitching change is coming here for Manti, as they will be making the change. So we are in at the bottom of the 4th inning, and there is now a 10-7 lead right now for, 10-7 lead right now for the Canyon View Falcons. No, it is an 11-7 lead, right? Yeah, 3 runs across in the inning. So 11-7 is your score. Canyon View leads Manti. They have the base loaded, still no outs when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
If you've ever ridden an ATV, you know how much fun they are. They're helpful for small jobs, too. Our credit union is your first stop for an ATV loan. Since we're member-owned and not-for-profit, it's a smart stop to make.
Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as the new pitcher for the Manti Templars is Brogan Brailsford. He comes out of the bullpen, and Stephen Robbins goes back to second base. Spencer Robbins goes back from second to shortstop, and Zach Blackham goes from shortstop to right field. Porter Daniels is who leaves the game, so that's who comes into the game. That's Brailsford comes into the games for Daniels. And the first pitch he throws misses high to Hunter Johns for ball one. The 1-0 pitch stays up and away for ball two. 2-0 hitters count now for Johns. 3 runs across in the inning, 11-7 is your score. Canyon View with the lead. Two-0 pitch. This is high for ball 3. So 3 walks by Blackham to start the inning before a single. Then back-to-back walks issued by Stephen Robbins. And now a 3-0 count already to Hunter Johns from Brogan Brailsford. 3-0 pitch way outside for ball 4. And another run comes in as Merrill comes in to score. Moving to third is Olin Wood, and moving to second, Gage Miller. Makes the score now 12-7, Canyon View. And it brings the top of the order to the plate, Jeter Sanders. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That first pitch misses high and away for ball 1.
Yeah, Manti pitcher just really struggling to find the strike zone.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball.
That one
drops
found
in
it.
for a called strike 1.
Well, that one found the zone.
That's the first strike thrown in the last 4 batters. Brailsford out of the windup. The 1-1 hits him.
Hits him. Darn it.
And Sanders went ahead and said, yeah, I'll take the RBI hit by pitch. So Williams comes in to score. Moves Miller to third and Johns to second. And it brings the 9th batter of the inning to the plate, Cannon Williams. Bases loaded, 5 runs across, no outs. 13-7 your score. Pitch is in the dirt, outside for ball 1. Now both pitchers talked about the importance of throwing strikes today, or both coaches talked about the importance of throwing strikes. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Brailsford on the season has thrown 2 1/3 innings. That walk he issued a minute ago is his first walk in that time. He has 3 strikeouts. 3.00 ERA. 1-1 pitch, swung on, fly ball into center field. Boston Hatch is there. Tagging at third is Miller. He will come in to score, but there is an out. On the F8, RBI fly out for Cannon Williams for out number 1. The other 2 runners held at first and second. And now the 10th batter of the inning, Zach Main, who led it off with a 4-pitch walk. He stands in on the right side.
Yeah, now that Railsford's found the strike zone, he just needs to stay in it and let his defense help him.
So 14-7 the score now. Canyon View in front. Zach Main at the plate. First pitch. There it is, strike one. Good pitch.
Yeah, really good pitch, and Maine knows it. He's like, dang, let that one go.
Maine's 0 for 1 in the game. He's walked twice, scored twice, and he has an RBI ground out. 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball just misses.
Yeah, better looking breaking ball right there, and just barely missed off the outside. That's a good looking pitch.
I'm not sure where that one missed at, actually. But ball one, 1-1 count.
I'm going to say outside. It was going that way, but I don't know if it was outside or low.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped to the right side, over the infield into the outfield, and they will wave the runner around third. Hatch comes up throwing, and no play at the plate as Zach Main comes through with an RBI single. And Hunter Johns comes in to score from second. Jeter Sanders goes from first to third on the play.
With Hunter Johns coming in right there, now every player on Canyon View has crossed the plate.
Yeah, 7 of them have done it this inning. And the 8th one stands at third base. Preston Higgins at the plate with 1 out. (15-7) now your score. On the inside edge for strike one to Higgins. Higgins doesn't like it.
Higgins is like, that about hit me, but it didn't.
And he's one that gets right in there. And without the front of the box, it's all been kicked away. The rain helped washed it away.
Yeah, they're squeezing right up on the plate.
They're squeezing right up. The 0-1 curveball swung on, line drive into left center field is down for a base hit. Sanders comes in to score. Main is on his way to third. He will stand up there as Higgins stands at second with an RBI double.
Good hit right there, just driving it out into that 7-8 gap. Gets an RBI.
So 8 runs in the inning now for the Falcons, and they have taken a 16-7 lead. Noah Sandoval at the plate now for Canyon View. He stands in on the right side. Brailsford sets from the stretch. Called strike one. Sandoval is 0 for 1 in the game. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. His speed-up runner scored twice on those, but he also had an RBI fly out to center field. The 0-1, swung on, ground ball to the right side. Robbins fields it at second. The throw to first is in time, but another RBI ground out, and that makes it now a 17-7 lead. 10 runs in the inning for the Falcons. No, it should be 9 runs in the inning for the Falcons to make it 17-7.
Crazy thing is, they get 5 more runs, they can end this game, right?
Yeah. 2 outs now, though, as Jack Merrill stands in on the left side. First pitch, curveball, big swing and a miss, strike one.
That was a really good-looking curveball right there that Merrill just swung hard over the top of it.
Coach Jacobson talking to him down the third baseline. Well, these two teams trying to match Carbon and Logan from earlier. Carbon won that one 26-13. This one really is a football score, 17-7 right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Ball one in the dirt for a 1-1 count now to Merrill. Merrill 2 for 3 in the game. A double, a single, a run scored, 2 RBIs, and he also struck out once.
It's crazy. It's taken 3 pitchers for Manti to get 2 outs in this inning.
Next pitch, drops off in the dirt for ball 2. 5 pitchers in the game so far for Manti. This inning started with Blackham, then went to Stephen Robbins. Now Brogan Brailsford trying to get out of it. Brailsford is the one that has recorded the 2 outs. The 2-1 to Merrill. Called strike 2. Good pitch from Brailsford.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that pitch right there. Keeps that up in the zone.
Because of the way this game is and to where pitching staffs are at for both teams, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Manti's even out of this game as ball 3 drops off low.
No, you're right. Not from what we've seen today.
3-2 full count to Merrill. 2 outs, runner on third. 9 runs across in the inning. The payoff pitch fouled back to the screen as Merrill battles. Merrill's the 13th batter of the inning. The first 8 reach base with only 1 hit. Again, the payoff pitch from Brailsford. Off the handle, he chops it foul to stay alive.
You have those first 8. You had the base, 3 walks in a row. Then you had a single to left field. Then 4 walks in a row. So, yeah. Tough way to defend.
Again, the payoff pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 4, and Merrill will draw the 2-out base on balls. Runners on the corners now for Canyon View with Owen Williams coming to the plate. Adam Andresen out in front of the plate to give the defensive call. Williams is 0 for 0 in the game. This will be his 4th plate appearance. Turn and throw to first by Brailsford, not in time. As Williams has walked twice and been hit by a pitch once. Earlier this inning, he had an RBI base on balls, and he's come around to score. Brailsford sets out of the stretch. Swung on line, drive into left will be down for a base hit. And that's an RBI single for Owen Williams. Merrill moves to second on the hit. Williams will come out as Olin Wood comes back on to run for him for the second time this inning. 10 runs now in the inning for the Falcons. They lead at 18-7. This was a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, this inning just kind of went sideways on Manti.
Brings Gage Miller to the plate. First pitch, called strike 1. Throw down to third is in time as they get Merrill caught stealing. But the Falcons have opened it up as they get 10 runs in the inning. They do so on just 4 hits in the inning. No errors committed by Manti in the process, and 1 runner left on base through 4 innings of play. It is Canyon View 18, Manti 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe continues to offer great deals on shed, carport, and garage packages. You buy it, and they will come and install it for you. This will be the easiest and best deal you will ever make. Alvey Lumber has lots of different types, sizes, and colors of shed, carport, and garage packages to fit your needs. For a free price quote and more information, stop by or call Alvey Lumber in Manti or Monroe, where the wood is good, and so is the hardware.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Lindquist Field in Ogden as we go to the top of the 5th inning, and Canyon View has blown this one open with a 10-run inning. They lead Manti 18-7, so Manti now needs at least 2 runs to keep the game going, and they're at the 9-1 and 2 batters. Boston Hatch a line drive into left field, just past the reach of Jack Merrill at third base, and that's how Manti has to do it.
That's how you keep it going right there. You get your leadoff runner on with a good base hit.
Third time that Hatch has reached base today. He stands at first. Stephen Robbins bats next. Nope, excuse me. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Stephen Robbins. They are going to bring into the game Coy Johnson. So Johnson comes into the game. He'll be followed by Spencer Robbins. Johnson stands in on the right side. Williams on the mound, comes set, first pitch. Misses outside for ball one.
Not a bad pitch, just a little bit outside and low.
1-0 pitch.
Same thing.
Yep, ball two and a 2-0 hitters count. So Johnson on the season, hitting .246. He has 70 plate appearances. So he's gotten a lot of at-bats, despite not starting here at the state tournament. Throw to first, not in time, as Hatch dives back safely. 2-0 hitters count to Johnson. Pitch from Williams. Swung on, loop to the middle up the field. That'll be Higgins there at shortstop to make the play. So a P6 for Johnson. Pop out of the shortstop for the first out of the inning. Got that one in on the hands.
Yeah, I just kind of fisted that one off. Easy play for Higgins, the shortstop.
Brings Spencer Robbins to the plate now for Manti. He is 2 for 3 in the game with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. He also flew out to center field. He's in on the right side. His last one, he hit one hop the wall in left center field. First pitch, big, swing and a miss, strike one. Canyon View 2 outs away from ending this game in 5 with the 18-7 lead. 0-1 pitch, called strike 2 on the outside edge. Got Robbins to chase the first one outside, then brought it back in a little more and got the edge for 0-2. That's way outside. Goes off the glove of Sandoval. Hatch takes off and slides in safely at second base, taking away the double play possibility on the wild pitch.
No reason for Sandoval to even throw that ball right there. He's on the move trying to throw that. Just had nothing behind it.
Preston Higgins did his best to try to do the hidden ball trick out there at second base and catch Hatch sleeping. Did not work.
You can hear the fans saying, no.
1-2.
Ooh.
Did he go around?
He went around.
No, he did not, says the umpire in the field.
I think he might have got away with one there.
Williams wanted it, not happy about the call. And now they're not paying attention. Hatch is going to get caught in a rundown. He was trying to steal a bag, and he's going to be tagged out. Yeah. And a poor base running decision for Manti as that run basically means nothing.
Yeah, you can't do that right now in this stage of the game.
And instead gets caught stealing for out number 2.
Got Zach Main and Higgins out there talking to the official, saying that had to have been a strike. But the official's like, no, it wasn't.
So Manti down to their final out now of the season as Spencer Robbins stands in on the right side. The pitch from Williams, swung on and chopped foul to stay alive. Well, if they can record this out, they'll have put us closer to on time here. Not on time, but closer.
Closer.
2-2 pitch, swung on, fly ball down the right field line will go foul.
Heads up,
and
kids there.
Out of play.
Got some kids out there on the grass area.
The playground is heavily protected by nets.
Yes, it is, but not that little grassy area walking to it.
2 balls, 2 strikes again to Spencer Robbins. The pitch from Williams. Misses out for ball 3 and a full count. 2 outs in the inning. The run to keep the game going is on deck for Manti. They are unable to bring Zach Blackham in. Canyon View wins it here in 5. The payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4, and Spencer Robbins will draw the base on balls as he heads to first base.
Staying alive are the Templars.
At least one more batter. Zach Blackham, of course, is a big bat in the Templars lineup. (18-7), Canyon View leads after putting up 10 runs in the bottom of the fourth. They have a chance to run rule the Templars here. Pitch in the dirt. Kicks away from Sandoval. Robbins thought about it, but wisely decided to just stay here. Again, you have to recognize
don't
situation,
take
right?
Yeah, you can't take the bat out of Blackham's hands right here. You got to be smart on the bases.
Blackham tied for the team lead with 6 home runs on the year. The 1-0. That's on the outside edge for strike one. Blackham is 2 for 3 in the game. He has a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. He also struck out once. One hit to center field, one to left. The 1-1. Misses inside for ball 2. Makes it a 2-1 count. Williams again comes set. Here's the 2-1. Swung on off the handle, foul to the Manti dugout for strike 2.
You got to like that pitch right there. He's riding that in on the hands of Blackham. Not much he can do with that pitch, but it would have been probably called for a strike too, where he's way up on the plate as well.
Blackham stands back in. The 2-2. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. Higgins is there, fields it, and steps on the bag, and that will do it. Canyon View with the run rule victory over the Manti Templars. 18-7 is your final as the Templars have their season come to an end here at the 3A state tournament. We'll take a break and come back with the postgame show next here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jason Morrell, manager at Cache Valley Bank in Nephi, Utah. Now is a great time to think about your financial goals, and Cache Valley Bank can help. Maybe you need a loan to update your home, purchase a vehicle, or expand your business or farm. Or maybe you just need a place to keep your funds safe and secure without all the fees. We've got you covered. We are located throughout Utah. Come by and let us help. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
When you need title work, title insurance, and escrow service, remember the experts at Central Utah Title in Manti. Whether you need residential, commercial closing, mortgage refinance, FHA, VA, or conventional loans, mortgage assumption, and cash transactions, consider Central Utah Title. Serving South Central Utah since 1983, 140 North Main Street in Manti for security and peace of mind in all your transactions.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden, the home of the Ogden Raptors in the side of this year's 3A Baseball State Tournament bracket play. And another team has been eliminated here on day 3 of the tournament, and that is the Manti Templars, as they have their season come to an end at the hands of the Canyon View Falcons. And the Falcons move on to play Union later tonight here in Ogden in the another elimination game for Canyon View. Of course, they would have to beat Union twice, once today and once tomorrow, to move on. Whereas if Union gets the win tonight, they will move on to the championship series. But an 18-7 final in this one. Corey, your takeaway?
Walks and hit batters. I mean, I'm looking at my stat sheet and I look at every Canyon View hitter was either walked or hit by a pitch in that game. Every one of them.
Yeah. They
all reached base on a free base. That just killed Manti. But when they were hitting the ball, they looked good. But pitching that especially that third, fourth inning, whatever, they just struggled.
How many hit batters do you have?
I have hit batters of 4.
And then 13 walks.
Correct.
17 free passes.
That's huge.
And the fact that they were even in it at one point going into that last inning is...
Yeah, they came back and got within 1 run.
Yeah, it was 8-7. And then that 4th inning obviously spelled disaster for Manti. In this one, it was Canyon View again scoring those 18 runs. 16 of those runs were earned on just 7 hits in the game for Canyon View. They did leave 4 runners on base. Defensively, 2 errors today for the Falcons. Manti scores 7 runs. All of theirs were earned on 8 hits. Again, they actually out-hit Canyon View in the game. They left 8 runners on base, did Manti, and just 1 error defensively. Pitching-wise, Jackson Black got the start for Canyon View. He'll get the win going 3+ innings, giving up 7 runs, all of them earned on 7 hits, 1 strikeout to 2 walks. Owen Williams came in and was very effective. Goes 2 innings, giving up no runs on 1 hit, 1 strikeout to 3 base on balls for Owen Williams. On the Manti side of things, Russell Squire got the start, and he will ultimately take the loss. Went 1+ innings, giving up 5 runs, all of them earned on 2 hits, 1 strikeout to 4 walks. Greg Powell faced 3 batters, giving up 3 runs, just 1 earned on no hits, no strikeouts to 2 walks. And then Zach Blackham went 2+ innings, giving up 4 runs, all of them earned on 2 hits, 4 strikeouts to 3 walks. Stephen Robbins faced 2 batters, giving up 2 runs, both earned on no hits, no strikeouts to 2 walks. And Brogan Brailsford finally got out of the inning. He went 1 inning, giving up 4 runs, all of them earned on 3 hits, no strikeouts to 2 walks for Brogan Brailsford in this game.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. You don't see that very often, but you feel bad for that pitching staff. They just couldn't find the strike zone. And because of that, Canyon View, they came here to win, and they're going to walk away with the win.
Yes, they are. So we'll take one more quick break here inside the post-game show and come back with the hitting numbers and wrap things up next here from Ogden as Canyon View beats Manti 18-7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Hey, what does the dentist of the year get? A little plaque. Well, all humor aside, a little plaque can be deadly. Let Dr. Colton Douglas at Douglas Dentistry make sure that a little plaque doesn't cause you a major health concern. Your good health is dependent on good dental hygiene, so make a call today and make sure you get to show off that awesome smile for years to come. Call Douglas Dentistry's new phone number, 435-258-9001, 435-258-9001. Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com. Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance Packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Lindquist Field in Ogden as we come back here to the postgame show of Manti Canyon View. Canyon View gets the 18-7 win over the Manti Templars. And another good performance here by Canyon View. They had only scored 2 runs in the first 2 games they played this week. And, they made up for it here today.
Yeah, Coach Jacobson, he changed his lineup around, and he said he needed to get his kids hitting the ball. Not that they had to hit it a lot, but they did come up with some very timely hitting, and when they did hit it, they hit it pretty hard.
Yeah. Let's look at the hitting numbers in this game for Canyon View. Jeter Sanders goes 1 for 1, 3 runs scored with an RBI and 2 stolen bases. Cannon Williams was 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Zach Main was 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Preston Higgins was 2 for 2 with 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs and 2 doubles. Noah Sandoval was 0 for 2 in the game with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Jack Merrill was 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs and a double. Owen Williams was 1 for 1 with a run scored. Gage Miller was 0 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. And Hunter Johns was 0 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI in the game for Canyon View. And as you said, every batter in the lineup was either walked or hit at least once.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen that in my life where that's happened, but happened today.
It happened today. On the Manti side of things, Stephen Robbins goes 0 for 2 with a run scored and a stolen base. Coy Johnson in that same spot in the order goes 0 for 1. Spencer Robbins was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, an RBI, and 2 doubles. Zach Blackham was 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Carter Kiesel 1 for 2 with a run scored. Adam Andresen was 0 for 3 with a stolen base in the game. And Kellen Lund goes 0 for 0, 0 for 0 with a run scored. Dirk Larson was 1 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, and a double. And Porter Daniels was 0 for 2 in the game. And then Boston Hatch was 2 for 2 in the game, or 2 for 3 in the game, and he also had an RBI. No, it was 2 for 2 because he reached on it was a sacrifice bunt that he reached on an air, but it was a sacrifice. So he goes 2 for 2 with an RBI, does Boston Hatch for the Manti Templars. Well, Corey, as we wrap up our coverage of this game, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, you want to congratulate Manti and the good season they had. They came here and they fought and battled. Just didn't work out for them today, and congratulations to Canyon View as they move on to play this evening.
So that will do it for us here from Lindquist Field in Ogden. On the radio side, that'll wrap up our coverage of the 3A Baseball State Tournament. Of course, on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports, we'll be back with more here in just a little bit as we get ready for Carbon and Grantsville squaring off next. Then Canyon View and Union later tonight here in Ogden at the 3A Baseball State Tournament bracket play on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
You've been listening to high school baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.